you've had a fine day so far. I thank you for stopping by again. You are awesome. Or if it's the first time, then even more awesome. Welcome. Myself, I've been doing good, but I want to do great. So let's just start this episode.
I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other.
These 2 days were the subliminal days, let's call them. Basically, after every 5 days, he asks you the 2 next days to listen to these subliminal tapes, he calls it, and basically is just something power talks or whatever to condition your brain, but that is completely different from what he does normally. Previous subliminal tapes in this video, I was so surprised, was something completely different from Tony's style, but that apparently would help you a lot. I still don't know the result of that, but it's interesting topic. But this week I'm much more familiar. It's called the 6 human needs, because I have actually listened to this in another tape of his, not in this program. So even though I was familiar with this, it was still a great reminder, and it did give me a cool assignment. Now, of course, Tony gives you all these power top and examples that are very valuable and that really make you understand the power and why these human drives are so important for us. But this tape, I'm just gonna try to keep it as short as possible and summarize for you, first of all, what these 6 human drives are. And they're basically significance, love and connection, growth, contribution, certainty slash comfort, and uncertainty slash variety. These, in Tony's words, are our most basic needs and what drive us to do whatever that we do in life. And this is why they're so important for us, at least to be aware of. We've talked about awareness in the other episode and why it's so important just to know your emotions, beliefs, drives, how it can progressively make you grow in such a fast and speedful way towards your full potential. I've shared with you my personal stories and how awareness has empowered me, and this tape is basically around that again, of course connected with the 6 human drives. Basically what he asks you is to analyze and define something that you do effortlessly, you do it good, and it's just you love it so much, it's so pleasurable for you to do, and grade all the 6 human needs that we mentioned previously. Grade them. For example, YouTube, for me, it's a pleasurable thing. I do it effortlessly. I like enjoying doing it. So significance would be something around 7 from 1 to 10. Contribution would be something around 8. Okay, so all of this stuff, rank it and do the same thing for something that you don't like, that it's so difficult for you to do, right? And you have to push yourself to do it, and rank again those 6 human drives. And the final thing, he asks you to rank something that you really don't like to do, but that you really have to do. Now, this was very powerful. The reason why is because you can actually take a change and you can empower yourself that way. I did, of course, take notes, and I wrote, it's in the other side. I wrote my personal, something that I really don't like to do right now, but I have to, it's being more physical, being more active. I have been very lazy, and so it's a bit hard for me. It's not the best thing for me to do right now, but I really need to do it. So basically, I'm going to show you what I ranked all these 6 human drives and why it helped me. I ranked significance. I feel significant while doing it. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because I feel it's part of, it used to be for most of my life anyway, it's part of my personality that I'm very active, etc, etc. So I gave it a 7. It's very significant. So this is good. It goes downwards after this. So keep your seats on. The second one is love and connection. Well, what do I feel from physical activity? Love and connection, maybe love for my body, but even that, it's after a lot of time after I do physical activity, so it's not, it's not strong. I gave it a 2, 3 maximum. Then it's certainty slash comfort. This is where it gets rocky. It's really not a lot because, of course, I have a lot of time being lazy, and I don't know how my body reacts, so I don't have certainty that I will get the results I want for the time frame that I want. And plus, it's not comfortable. Come on, like at the beginning, everybody knows that it sucks. So I gave it a 2 out of 10. Then uncertainty slash variety, that I gave it a 5 for the only reason because if I wanted to do, I could do every day like a different activity, and that would give me a lot of variety. So if I wanted to, I could give a lot of variety. I give it a 5 out of 10. Girl, that is interesting because it's one of the things that it's one of my main drives right now in my life, growth. So for me, it was like, what did I put there? 1. I give it a 1 because I don't feel like it would take me a lot of time. I do feel that it's good and it's healthy for me, but I don't feel that it grows me much personally. So yeah, that's very bad, right? And then the final one, contribution, again, almost non-existent. 1, because what do I contribute to the world while being more active, right? And that is still a good drive for me. Anyway, why this was so good is because just being aware of this stuff, where is something that I really lack motivation and that doesn't drive me towards doing activity, etc., etc. It just makes you realize what you need to get better at, right? So that you are more motivated to do that certain thing. In this case, I already had some ideas. For example, I would do another challenge, except it's serious. Yes, you heard it right. And it would be, of course, something towards physical activity. I don't know, it could be like yoga for 30 days or specific exercise or whatever, something, you know, a challenge. And the reason why I would feel like I contribute, besides growth, because of course I would feel the growth, and that drive would be another plus, and besides what else, variety and significance, I would have all these drives that get leveled up. But also finally contribution, that was 1, would be whatever, probably like 10 or something, I don't know, because I would share it with the world and maybe somebody will benefit from it, you know, and I would feel like I contributed, no matter if I contributed or not, for real. So yeah, imagine just by being aware of this. And by the way, if you have an idea, I still don't know what to do for the next challenge series for the physical part. So if you have an idea, comment me like down below. I need some ideas. Anyway, not going out of the topic. This is great just by analyzing what I'm lacking, so that drives me towards this goal. It's already me making progress, already making me feel so much motivated to get active and moving. So yeah, as always, I love you. I hope you like this video and you got something out of it, so that, you know, I feel more contribution and the drive. You get it, what I did there? Anyway, I'm gonna go. I love you. Stay awesome. Bye-bye.
So rolling, yeah. Tell Russell I'm a rap, yeah. Bust that skank. Ain't nobody messing with a gang. Might take a fly out for the weekend, yeah. And go can, cause I can. Go low, go low.
Okay guys, I am officially back in the game. I'm super pumped.